Hello, this is my team. My name is Edward Alexandro Cumbe Amaya, and my friend name is Paula Camila Layton. Paula Camila Layton. Okay, this is the poster in this. Can I say about this introduction of the project-based learning strategies to improve English acquisition in overage rural students? Today we will talk about our learning process in this course and present our poster titled Project Basis. In this project presents not only our academic work but also our growth as future English teachers. Throughout the course we explore concept of language acquisition, pedagogy, reflected practice, and the use of technology. In this panel, we will share our insights, challenge, and the meaningful experience we gained during the development of this poster and during our teacher practice. Okay, the problem context and rationale. Our poster addresses a very common issue in rural Colombian schools. Overage students who show low performance in English, low motivations, and frequent behavioral challenge. Many of these students feel disconnected from the traditional English curriculum because it does not reflect their reality or interest. That is why we choose project-based learning or PBL as our main approach. PBL allows students to work on meaningful tasks based on their cultural and rural environment, especially the coffee growing traditions. This approach promotes engagement, motivation, and deeper understanding of the language. Okay, the activities overview. In the poster presents 5 activities planned or 5 weeks. Each activity connects English learning with the student's daily experience. For example, in my coffee story, students narrate the coffee production process using simple English and illustrations. This activity helps them practice vocabulary and sequencing in the community interview. Students create simple questions and interview with family members or neighbors about their jobs and routines. This promotes authentic communication and makes English learning more practical. The multimodal and technological activities. The third activity is the vocabulary photo journal. Students take photos of tools, crops, animals, and projects and objects from their environment and label them in English. This visual learning strategy increases vocabulary retention. Then we have English signage for the school, where students design bilingual signs for different places in the school. This activity creates an English-rich environment that reinforces learning naturally. Finally, the mini documentary of rural traditions give students the opportunity to produce a short video describing a cultural practice. This develops speaking, creativity, and teamwork. Okay, the assessment, timeline, and conclusion. These projects last 5 weeks, implementing one activity per week. Assessment is mainly formative, meaning that students receive constant guidance, feedback, and self-reflection opportunities. Tools include observation, checklists, learning logs, and peer feedback. We conclude that PBL is an effective strategy to teach English in rural settings because it increases motivations, autonomy, and engagement. When students see that English is connected to their lives, they feel more confident and are willing to participate more actively in class. Okay, in this part, can I solve 4 different questions? The first question say is what was the more valuable experience from your teaching practice?
Hi. The answer for the first question is one of the most valuable experience for my teaching practice was realizing how students respond positively when they feel represented in the activities. When the lessons include their traditions, their farms, their daily vocabulary, they become more motivated. I learned that teaching is not only about delivering content, but also about understanding the student's identity type and context. They allowed me to grow as a teacher, learning how to design meaningful learning experience that respect diversity and culture. The next questions say, how did your view of language acquisitions evolve during the course?
Okay. At the beginning of the course, I believe that language acquisition was mainly about memorizing grammar and vocabulary. However, throughout the course, I learned that acquisition happens when students have real opportunities to interact, communicate, and create meaning. Concepts like input, scaffolding, social interaction, and authentic communication became essential for my teaching perspective. Now I understand that language is not learning isolation, but in meaningful contexts that allow students to use it naturally. Okay, the next question is, which activity from the Agora posters inspired you most and why?
During the Agra event, I found many posters exploring especially those that use technology in creative ways to support language learning. One poster showed that students could use mobile apps to practice pronunciation and learning. Another poster focused in gamification to increase the motivation. Seeing these ideas helped me realize that as future teacher, we have many tools uh, available to innovate in our classroom. The EGRA also helped us see how other teachers face challenges similar to ours and how they overcome them with creativity and collaborations. And the finally question say, what do you what do you take away from the EGRA event as a future teacher?
Okay, the biggest takeaway from the Agora event is understanding the importance of collaboration and professional growth. Teaching should not be an isolated activity. When teacher shares idea, experience, and research, everyone benefits. The Agora motivated us to continue learning, reflecting, and improving our teaching practice. As future teachers, we must keep growing professionally, remain open to new strategies, and maintain a reflecting mindset. This event also reminded us of the impact we can have when we connect learning with student reality. Okay, to conclude this course and development of this poster allowed us growth as reflective, creativity, and content sensitive teachers. We were able to understand the realities of rural education integrates project-based learning and design meaningful activities that connect English with culture and daily life. The Agora experience helped us broaden our perspective and strengthen our teaching skills. Thank you for watching our panel discussion. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.